This is Dabu7. Over here at Natural News, Mike Adams presenting a good piece here, CDC Bombshell, saying that the head here of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention on Thursday, Tom Frieden, had made a statement in a House subcommittee hearing, adding that he does not think that there will be a large Ebola outbreak in the United States, but does he think there will be small ones? Because they go on to question, and the fact of the matter is, his state is, well, bottom line, it's inevitable. It's going to happen here. Now, you can only heed the warning so much. I have shown in many videos how the mainstream media, how the head of the WHO, and even Canada's health agency have all said that this thing can go airborne. It is airborne. All of them have stated this. There's more than enough proof out there that this thing is out of control. And there's also more than enough proof that this whole thing is heading into a more zombie apocalypse type of direction. Because even they state, once again in this article, as I stated here in a recent video, that this is turning apocalyptic, especially over in Africa. Now, that's the second time that's been mentioned, because hundreds of bodies are laying in the streets. Now, what Mike Adams goes on to state here is that this is likely to happen in the United States, and that America is nowhere near ready to be taking on such a task, that our hospitals cannot handle it. Your local hospitals do not have the state-of-the-art care to handle this. They will only be able to treat a handful of people. But when thousands and millions get this, you can forget about it. The health industry is already stretched incredibly thin, and we simply don't have the resources to handle a tsunami of high-risk Ebola patients. No country does. You'd have to be highly prepared. Now, as he states here, they believe that this will turn immediately to panic. As you guys seen in Ohio here recently, the water scare, it wiped out the supplies on the store shelves. Same things happened here recently in Hawaii. Now, storms pass quickly, but pandemics keep spreading. Okay, and the solutions for Americans and Canadians, all of us alike here, is that you need to increase your own personal preparedness. You need to keep your own body and immune system up. And he states that it's probably wise to stock up on everything that everyone's going to make a run on. And natural antivirals that will be beneficial against Ebola. Now, he says, although he must caution that there are no clinical trials of anything treating Ebola, because that's the exact way they want it at this point, he's stating that there's many natural substances that are well-documented antiviral effects with zero risk of downside. Those include vitamin C powders, antiviral herbs like elderberry, traditional Chinese medicine formulas, and immune-boosting minerals like zinc and selenium. Now, he also states that many people are saying colloidal silver might combat Ebola. He said he personally has not investigated this issue, but he's curious about it. And this is something I'm personally going to look further into, because I've been hearing about it myself, and I'm surprised that Mike, being the person he is, doesn't have a lot of information on that end, but I'm sure he will soon enough. But in the end, he states that this is entirely up to you. And I have to say the same thing. This is entirely up to you, your survival, how you deal with this. And what I can recommend is what I would do myself. You start building up your body's immune system right now. This is nothing the CDC is ever going to come out and tell you, because this is something the health industry is completely against. They're making their billions and millions off of these medicines. What do you think this whole thing is being orchestrated off of? Once this thing blows up, the cure is what's going to be the $1 million thing, the serum, that they already have Africans begging for it. They have no clue of the side effects thus far. And in a situation like this, people don't care, because they're going to die pretty much anyway. So at this point, if I can give any suggestions, It's to start stocking up on food, water, sanitizers, gasoline, everything that you need to get by, because the average person in the United States is not equipped to even get by 3 to 5 days at this point. And you're talking at least 3 months. This thing has the potential, unlike anything else, if it hits the United States, to really grind our economy and everything to a halt. It would bring in martial lockdown, where people would have to stay in their homes. And at that point, that's when this government gets everything that they ever wanted. So this is an alert. It's time to prepare, at least to start to stock up on a few things, guys. Have a plan. I've always said it, have a plan. It's better to be prepared for something and it never happened than not be prepared and it come and take you out. You don't want to get washed away in this tsunami. As I get more information, I'll keep you guys updated. I'll be adding this to the pandemic playlist I now have on the channel. You can find all these type of videos in that playlist for easy access in the future. This has been Dabu7. Y'all stay safe, stay smart, eyes open.